Keeping up with the monumental changes like climate change, poverty, and inequality can be challenging, especially in daily life. When does the average person have time to make sure they are contributing to a sustainable source? One common way people can check for a sustainable business is the triple bottom line. The triple bottom line is an economical framework companies can use to make sure that they are balanced in performance in the three main areas: people, profit, and planet. In this video, we will begin exploring the birth of the supercenter Meijer and its triple bottom line. In 1934, amidst the Great Depression, Hendrik Meijer, together with his 14-year-old son Fred Meijer, purchased $338.76 worth of merchandise on credit and opened the first Meijer grocery store in Greenville, Michigan. From 1938 to 1954, Meijer opened a new location in Cedar Springs and introduced the newest grocery technology of shopping carts and conveyor belts. Under the management of Joanna Meijer, half of all Meijer team members are women. In 1962, Meijer opened its first 30 Acres, which was a grocery and general merchandise store where people could now purchase everything they needed in one trip. Meijer expanded to Ohio in 1981, Indiana in 1994, Illinois in 1995, Kentucky in 1996, and Wisconsin in 2015. Meijer.com was launched in 1996, and through the early 2000s, Meijer introduced a prescription drug program, 2 hunger relief programs, and M-Perks, a free digital coupon program to help shoppers earn discounts without the hassle of cutting, collecting, or presenting coupons at checkout.
November 11th, we performed an interview with Senior Vice President of Finance for Meijer and Fresh Time, Jen Abramowski, about Meijer's triple bottom line with the assistance of Meijer's risk manager, Tabitha Greer. We started the interview with Meijer's profit. How does Meijer make and maintain profit? Jen explains Meijer uses an annual planning process as their starting point, observing market conditions, making market predictions, and setting profit goals and budgets. Every day, Meijer makes an effort to check in with their team to make sure annual plans are being followed and that nothing has greatly impacted their expectations that might result in reassessment. In terms of impacts to profit, Meijer is heavily impacted by inflation, especially when sourcing products out of the country. Meijer is also impacted by federal regulations on their pharmacies. Most of the people who have prescriptions filled have either some kind of insurance to pay for most of it, or they are on Medicare or Medicaid, which for the most part has set prices on prescription drugs. So our top line in the pharmacy area is driven a lot by that. Jen also talks about other areas impacted by federal regulation, like cigarettes and fuel, and the milk that they source, which is also a government set price. Moving on to Meijer's expenses. Jen explains how Meijer budgets for things like maintenance, insurance, safety, supplies, and product. Repair and maintenance, we spend a lot of money making sure that our stores are safe and updated. When it comes to people and community work Meijer does, Jen claims that Meijer sets aside lots of budgets. On the volunteering side, every team member is encouraged to participate in at least a half a day a year. Some teams do more. Jen goes on to say that Meijer uses budget buckets and that Meijer has a website that tracks volunteering time contributed by the Meijer team. The amount of volunteer hours that Meijer team members commit to on their own time to organizations is kind of crazy, actually. Meijer's mission is enriching the lives and the communities that they serve. A lot of companies have a mission statement that they put out there, and it's just kind of words on paper, and that's that. Meijer really drives that, and they fund it. So we have large budgets for supporting local youth organizations, little leagues, and high school sport team memberships. We have a huge budget for health and wellness. We give certain drugs to communities at no charge. Jen continues to drive the Meijer's mission by explaining Meijer's donation budgets and how each store is allotted $10,000 where the store team members get to choose which organization they want to support. We have food pantries where you can buy a $10 food pantry, and then Meijer matches those, and on some days they double match them. Jen also explains how Meijer donates extra food to shelters, supports local food pantries, and other resources in the community. Meijer also has extensive sustainability procedures put in place. Meijer puts serious effort into reducing waste at the source and using different waste methods like composting and recycling to reduce their carbon footprint. Jen gives examples of the waste sorting stations seen in Meijer offices and stores, as well as the materials that they have made the investment into making compostable containers and utensils in Meijer offices' cafeterias. Jen also talks about Meijer's investments in solar and wind farms. Although this energy isn't used much in Michigan, Meijer still invests and sells that energy back. In conclusion, Meijer's triple bottom line is very secure and only seems to be improving. There seems to be a balance between profit, people, and planet, and optimism within Meijer team members to improve even further upon them.